welcome back. The Caribbean Business Exchange's coverage of the Jamaica Stock Exchange's 20th Regional Capital Markets Conference here at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. I have a very special guest with me this afternoon. She's Kamla Rampersad de Silva. See, I got it right this time.
You did?
Kamla, how are you doing?
Very good.
Well, first of all, welcome to Jamaica.
Thank you so much. It's my first time at the conference, but I've been to Jamaica before.
And you're from the Caribbean Corporate Governance Institute.
That's right.
Who is the Caribbean Corporate Governance Institute and what do you do, really?
So the Caribbean Corporate Governance Institute, or CCGI as we call it, is a nonprofit organization. We are membership-based, and our purpose is to help improve corporate governance practices among organizations. So our membership currently straddles most of the countries in the Caribbean region, I'm very happy to say. And improving corporate governance requires us to help directors to become much more aware their duties and responsibilities, the function of governance itself, to ensure that when they lead their organizations, they're able to do so as effectively as they can.
And corporate governance is so very important. What would have inspired the formation of such an institution?
Well, there are many governance institutes around the world. Most countries have governance institutes, some of whom have been celebrating 25 years of existence. In the Caribbean, our institute was formed in 2012, and it was formed by a group of individuals who recognized the importance of having a body which does not have allegiances or alliances with any specific industry or government, if we are truly going to help encourage businesses to be able to function better.
Okay. Tell me, how does the Caribbean Corporate Governance Institute do just that? Help businesses to function better?
Okay, so we do that from many different ways, because primarily when you think of it, a director who needs to function effectively needs to know so much. Yes. Especially in today's world. You need to know about the advances in technology. You need to understand the challenges of cybersecurity. You need to understand emotional intelligence and your own ability to lead your team. You need to understand the difference between your role in governance and the role of operations and management, and not step into that space as well. So there are so many areas that directors need to be aware of if they are to really give their best in organizations. Even board dynamics, how to get along well in the boardroom, so that you have a common agenda as opposed to having different little groups with their own interests and so many areas in which directors need to understand how they can improve. So what we do at CCGI is in turn hold a range of different events and sessions. So for the year, we would hold over 50 sessions comprising panel discussions, workshops that are training. We host conferences as well, and we bring together as many of the leaders in the region so that they can be sharing their lessons learned. So we don't hold ourselves out as the experts telling persons what to do. Rather, we bring the leaders together. We've been created a really wonderful network of Caribbean leaders who are helping each other as we build what this region should be.
I'm trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
I'm also trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
Start a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Check jamstockx.com for information and a list of registered stockbrokers. You can also call the Jamaica Stock Exchange at 876-967-3271 for information on how to begin. I am achieving my financial goals.
I'm achieving my financial goals.
Hi, I'm Neilson Rose, host of Let's Talk Stocks, reminding you that health is indeed wealth and time is really money. Why not spend a little time with us? Weekday mornings, 9 to 9:30 a.m. for your daily dose of business, economic, and investment insights.
Give the perfect gift to your friends in human resource management. Empower them with the book, The Influential HR. This impactful book teaches mastering influence, earning respect, and securing a seat at the decision-making table. Available now at Stationery World and Book Center, and online at Amazon.com. Don't delay, order today.
And as you talk about that, there are many companies, and we're at the Capital Markets Conference, so let's
Yes.
go right into that. There are many companies seeking capital, but
Yes.
when you look at their own corporate structure, their corporate governance structure, the structure
Yes.
of their board,
Yes.
how formal are these companies?
Yes.
That's where the problem comes in.
Right. Development of proper corporate governance guidelines.
Yes.
And this is one of the reasons I'm here for JSC's conference. The stock exchange has been so instrumental in really setting some standards for the region. I've truly admired Jamaica had the very first corporate governance code in the region in 2006. And then you have revised it every so often, ensuring that it's applicable. We had one in Trinidad and Tobago in 2013. Guyana had a code in 2011. Barbados is working on its own code now. But a lot of it is based on understanding the work that has been done here. More than that, in terms of the codes, we also need to ensure that these small organizations can find ways to demonstrate their commitment to good principles. So having those codes in place where they can align their practices would allow them to be able to go to financial institutions and say, you can evaluate our quality of governance on this basis. So that is also one way in which they can benefit.
Tell me, though, from what you've seen, are we comparable to the rest of the world in terms of our corporate
Nope,
governance?
nope, you're not comparable. In many ways, you are better. I was speaking with the chairman of the stock exchange earlier today.
Yeah, and ask you to repeat this again.
Yes, yes, and I will give you an example. For instance, the Public Bodies Accountability Act is unrivaled. It's like it is the most amazing bit of legislation that I have seen that captures exactly the type of practices you want, especially for state enterprises.
Mhm.
If governments would follow legislation like that, it means the quality of directors you have in state enterprises would immediately improve. State enterprises are where the majority of services are delivered to people. And we need state enterprises to work well for private sector
Yes,
to be able to function well. And I learned during this conference here about is it the transnational where you have listed the company on the stock exchange.
The highway.
Amazing concept, amazing that you can have citizens contribute to this so that you have the capital to do infrastructure to build the country. Like I wish we can see more countries in the region following some of these things that you are doing.
Right. Tell me about what you're seeing here at the conference in terms of companies and their level of transparency and the level of corporate governance and their efforts.
Yes, that I have to say, well, you see it especially in the numbers of companies that are willing to list on the stock exchange, because that willingness demonstrates their own commitment to upholding good corporate governance practices. And so, but I think more than that, there's a culture in Jamaica that I can really appreciate, and I hope the rest of us in the region will see how it's been crafted. When I listened to the Prime Minister on the opening night, and he was able to articulate the growth of the entire country in so many ways, I saw how having things like the accountometer here, amazing concept. It brings transparency and it helps everyone very openly decide either we want to be better
Yes.
or we are not. And those are the kinds of things that most other countries haven't taken that step. So you really still don't know how well your government is performing or who is. So I love that accountometer is one. The legislation as well, as I'm saying, it's so good. The effectiveness, therefore, of the stock exchange is supported by a culture where there's an approach to the common good. And if we can take this throughout the Caribbean region, can you imagine just how amazing this region would be?
Absolutely so. And finally, as we look to wrap, what would you want to leave on the minds of businesses about corporate governance?
Well, primarily businesses, that's the environment in which people work every day. And if persons are not happy, if they're not led well, then they return home being unhappy. And so you create a society in which persons don't feel fulfilled, they're not able to take that home to their children. And so the leaders of business need to understand there's a heavy responsibility on them. They need to understand their role and they have to be willing to give it their best because they impact directly the quality of life for people and collectively the quality of life for everyone in the society.
Thank you very much, Kamla.
You're most welcome. I'm happy to have been here.
Excellent. Kamla Rampersad de Silva. She's from the Caribbean Corporate Governance Institute, and she's telling us all the good and great reasons why corporate governance is critically important to your business. Thank you.
Yes, I really enjoyed the interview. Thank you so much.
I'm trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
I'm also trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
Start a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Check jamstockx.com for information and a list of registered stockbrokers. You can also call the Jamaica Stock Exchange at 876-967-3271 for information on how to begin. I am achieving my financial goals.
I'm achieving my financial goals.
Hi, I'm Neilson Rose, host of Let's Talk Stocks, reminding you that health is indeed wealth and time is really money. Why not spend a little time with us? Weekday mornings, 9 to 9:30 a.m. for your daily dose of business, economic, and investment insights.
Today, we celebrate 20 years of excellence. Now, as we celebrate excellence, our founder and CEO, Mr. Armando Carr.
All the people here today has contributed directly to the journey of Resolve IT in different ways. After 20 years, they're still in the 20% that is successful. Don't see problem, rather it's a solution. Give Armando and his team a big round of applause. Let us work towards another 20 years.
You're looking to take your business to the next step. Look no further than Next Step Digital Solutions. Our team of experts is here to help you grow your online presence and get noticed. We offer a wide range of services, including web design, social media marketing, branding, and SEO. Let us help you reach your target audience and achieve your goals. Visit trynextstep.com to learn more and contact us today to get started.
Give the perfect gift to your friends in human resource management. Empower them with the book, The Influential HR. This impactful book teaches mastering influence, earning respect, and securing a seat at the decision-making table. Available now at Stationery World and Book Center and online at Amazon.com. Don't delay, order today.
Me grew up and see my granny save her money under her mattress.
Exactly. Okay.
Your grandmother's house never burned down?
No, how you reach that, so?
That was a one-off thing.
That could have happened to anybody. That's why you must put your money in a financial institution and protect it.
What if the bank crash?
Well, that's where JDIC comes in.
What you mean?
JDIC is a financial safety net which provides coverage for your money in case your financial institution fails.
Explain that to me.
Alright, because of the JDIC deposit insurance scheme, once you put your money into a financial institution like a bank or building society, you can get coverage of up to a maximum of $1.2 million per deposit or per financial institution if it should fail. And for even more information, you can visit their new website at www.jdic.org, and you can follow the social media platforms for the latest information.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and